So do you live in an environment where it's extremely hot, your hair's constantly sweating, and you're just having a hard time keeping your hair in place? Well, that is the topic of today's video. And the reason that I'm doing this video is because I got a comment yesterday from somebody that I said, that's a topic that I don't really talk about much, and that is, how to deal with thick hair types, something like this fellow right here, and this is Samuel from Pivot Point. And Pivot Point makes really, really great mannequins, and this is the one, I really like this. So this is Samuel from Pivot Point. And if you have hair, right, that's like this, and it's even thicker than this, and by the start of the day, you got your hair like this, and then by the end of the day, or even like an hour later or 2 hours, it's like this. It's completely flat down. There's a few reasons why, and one, you may not have the proper haircut. Maybe your hair isn't layered, all right? It's just all hanging down. Maybe your hair is just so thick that it's normal, like Asian hair or different, ethnic hair that's just really straight and heavy and thick. It just has a tendency to just weigh the hair down like this, and you can't do anything with it. I've had clients like that. No matter what you do, the hair is so silky soft, it's so thick, it just wants to lay flat like that. There's nothing you can really do. It's crazy. So I think one little trick that I can suggest to you guys is, if you're sweating all the time, like I sweat quite a bit, but if you're sweating all the time, I would say maybe have a dry shampoo on you. That comes in handy, or a little texture powder like my product Talc. So this is the new packaging and the new version of Talc for 2020. Made some formula changes and also went with a newer, more modern type packaging. So the reason I'm suggesting something like this is because when your hair doesn't have any texture to it and any sort of grit to it, doesn't mean because it's like a little bit more on the oily side or it's just flopping down. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing, all right? The problem is that you have nothing to bind the hair together in order for it to stay up like this. So by dabbing, let me put this mannequin head down so you guys can see. By dabbing some powder, and the way I would do this is you rake your hair back and then you start to dab it on. Just like that. You start to dab the powder on and put it in areas where you think you may need it. Even if it's right on the scalp. Go in there, section by section, dab it on the scalp, and work the product in. You don't need a whole lot. All right, 1 or 2 dabs, and that's it, and work it in. The key is like how I'm doing it, is I'm doing it section by section, as you can see right here. Make sure you get in the very, very front, 1 little dab, and work the product right into the scalp area. And now look what is happening. What's happening is we're getting some volume, immediate volume. The oils are kind of getting soaked up, right, by the powder a bit, and we're getting some texture. And look at that, night and day difference. And I'm not trying to just push my product here, but I'm just saying, like, even if it's a dry shampoo, even if it's something, you need something to kind of remove the moisture from the hair. And using a product like this could be very, very helpful if you want to maintain a hairstyle that's got some volume to it and that has some shape to it. So again, it could be the haircut you have, it could be just your hair type, and there's nothing you can do about it. But honestly, if you're in a pinch, try out my product Talc or a hair powder, dab it on the root area mostly, a little bit, 1 little dab, work it into the scalp, and then maybe a couple of different couple dabs throughout the top of the head, and that should really, really be a lifesaver for you in definitely hotter weather. Now, on a side note, what is life like having this hair? Well, I can tell you, it's been very interesting. I've gotten at least triple the amount of attention, yes, even from women, and it's been cool. It's a process. It's something that I do feel like, let me just shave my head again and go back to how, I used to have my hair and stuff and be like a bald dude with a beard. And then I was like, you know what? This has been pretty life-changing, but it's like anything. Any sort of addition you're wearing or implementing into your lifestyle, there's some sacrifice, there's some getting used to, there's some things you have to, me, like if I'm gonna have to have my hair like this and keep using this system and the whole process for life, and that if I want to, and that means like, yeah, I mean, I have to constantly maintain it and the cleansing and the whole application, and after a while, these things just end up like, they don't work as well anymore, so. But the good thing is that this is an option. It is an option, and it's something I think I'm considering doing as a service of people, because I've been playing around and experimenting and even cutting it myself and toying around with it. My sides are still growing in. These sides are taking forever to grow in. But, I've gotten a handful of like, Brad Pitt resemblances and like all sorts of interesting stuff, which I did used to get years and years and years ago. But yeah, so that's it. Sometimes I feel more self-conscious, believe it or not, having this, because I know it's something I have to constantly worry about, and now it's it brings more attention to me than not shaving my head. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. This is you're getting a good look at it right here. I'm looking into my monitor. There are some tricks to it. There are some things that I've been learning. There are some things that I know how to make it not so obvious. Again, by cutting it short really helps. But this is real human hair. This is actually human hair. So this is it. But yeah, guys. So let me know what you think. But is life better? I wouldn't say it's better. It's just different, and I'm getting a bit more attention, which is cool. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.